I swear, everyone is playing Fire Kings. 10 out of 9 duels on Omega rank are Fire King decks. Huh? But my budget Ghoti deck and I are ready for any smoke. When the duel starts and the first card your opponent activates is Fire King Island, your blood pressure increases. But can we take a minute to discuss how this man is gonna disrespect us like this by establishing a board using 2 hand traps to summon a monster more expensive than our entire deck? Nah. But at this point, I know what you guys are thinking.
What are those?
Okay, I can explain. Ghoti of the Moonlight makes all Ghoti trap cards godlike. So it's my turn now, and I open up with Ready Fusion because I am ready for this heat. Go into an arena post to set up them plays, but ESB Little Knight wasn't having this. Luckily, I was thinking steps ahead with some Moonlight plays, but this man had a second Ash Blossom. The Ghoti deck plays best during the opponent's turn, so I didn't care much about the exchange. Shift to the Fire King player's turn. I'm using my Ghoti traps to banish or beat the SB Little Knight to set up my game plan in this matchup, banishing the Sacred Fire King Grunix as soon as possible. This is why Ghoti has a leg up in this matchup. The deck plays around the disruptive nature of the fire decks and can easily banish their key cards. Using Ghoti Fury, I banish Moonlight, which is a plus in itself, to summon Snowpiercer to target Grunix. But this man must be watching Jujutsu Kaisen because he pulled a Todo and clapped Grunix out of there. Moonlight of the Ghoti proceeded to show us why it's the new Ghoti GOAT by pulling Zep out its ass to cook the field, but the opponent wasn't feeling that and quickly shut down the play. Now can you imagine what this man does next? Of course he has a bonfire, and now attempts to combo off using the Snake Eye engine. At this point, I'm considering becoming a fireman. This extension must have struck a nerve because the activation of Nibiru Hero warrants me receiving a fine for stupidity.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Now during my turn, this man is deep in his bag, flushing like crazy, each chain of event triggering the next. The synergy between Fire King and Snake Eyes is insane. Both Grunix and Princess on the field, Snowpiercer is going for the kill because banishing any of those targets would slow down the Fire King deck significantly. Princess dodges the bullet thanks to IP Masquerena. However, Grunix wasn't so lucky. I quickly went into an Ascan to banish the Fire King Island to destroy the board, resulting in Grunix getting banished. Due to the Amber Wells effect, the opponent was able to mount a defense. But a few interactions later, the board is cleared. With SB Little Knight still pestering my board, I was finally able to neutralize its effect, all while setting up follow-up plays. Mid-play, I summoned Ascan to disrupt the board, but it triggered Princess effect in the graveyard. And at this point, this man knew I also watched Jujutsu Kaisen, and Todo clapped Ascan out of here. I then proceed to closing off this duel in glazing Ghoti fashion with the light-skinned daddy himself, Ghoti of the Deep Beyond. This man sided so hard he allowed me to play first game too. I quickly set up my board using the new Ghoti lines thanks to the support from Phantom Nightmare. With such a setup, this is gonna be light work. This man ends his main phase, so we know what this means. To ensure I didn't lose my key cards, I synchroed away. With 2 hand traps in hand, I was comfortable with this play. Turn back to my turn, I was hit with an Artifact Landslayer. This man came prepared. Unable to banish, I just pecked away some life points and passed the turn. You know what? Let's move to where things got interesting. I removed Kirin off the field, all while setting up my banish pile and beefing up my hand. With Evelyn match still being a factor, I had to move my pieces wisely. I unfortunately played into a triple tactic talent, and my board again got threatened with the Evelyn match. The opponent then took this as a sign of weakness and quickly went into a Diabell Star play. I tried countering the original Sinful Spoil, but my attempt was futile. My wacky defense got exposed and the opponent's comeback was in motion. At this point, if you have not dropkicked the like button, you are not rooting for the underdog in this video. If you have ever watched Naruto, you know what comes next. Now share this with a friend, deck profile video in the description.